If you look at the simplest forms of life, like a microscopic amoeba, you will see a creature forced to do every single job all by itself. It has to hunt, eat, move, and defend itself, all using just one single cell. But building a large, complex body is a lot like building a sprawling city. You can't rely on general laborers to build a skyscraper. You need specialized guilds, plumbers, electricians, and builders who each focus on mastering one specific task. Inside living things, these specialized teams are called tissues. A tissue is simply a group of similar cells that link up and work together to perform one highly specific job for the body. But the exact teams you need depend entirely on the kind of organism you are trying to build. Think about the stark difference between a towering oak tree and a running cheetah. Plants need to stay firmly in one place, stand tall against gravity, and capture sunlight. Animals need the exact opposite. They need to be incredibly flexible so they can sprint, hunt, and escape danger. Because their baseline survival strategies are complete opposites, the microscopic teams working inside them have to be built from the ground up with entirely different materials and rules. In the plant world, the hardest working teams are the construction crews. Biologists call these meristematic tissues. Their only job is to constantly divide and create brand new cells to help the plant grow. This construction crew operates in three main zones. They push upward at the very tips of the roots and shoots to increase height. They build outward along the sides to make the stem thicker, and sit at the base of the leaves to regrow if grazed. Once these newly built cells finish dividing, they stop growing and settle into long-term careers. We call these permanent tissues, and they take on the specialized work of keeping the plant alive. Some join the plant security team, called the epidermis. These flat cells pack tightly together to form the very outer layer of the plant, often producing a waxy shield to lock moisture in and keep invaders out. Others join the support team. Since plants don't have a skeleton, they rely entirely on stacked layers of specialized tissues to stay upright in the wind. This support system has three different tiers. First, there are soft cells that store water and food. Next are flexible cells with thickened, rubbery corners that allow a stem to bend without snapping. Finally, there are thick-walled, hard cells that act like armor, giving plants their tough, woody strength. Plants dedicate massive amounts of cellular energy to building these rigid, heavy walls. When you can't run away from a harsh environment, your only option is to build strong supports and endure it. Plants also have an extensive plumbing department. These are complex tissues, meaning they use several different types of cells working together as a single pipeline. There are two main pipe systems running through the stem. One set, called xylem, pulls water exclusively upward from the roots. Right next to it, the phloem network shuttles the sugary food made in the leaves up and down, distributing it to wherever the plant needs it. But if we cross over to the animal kingdom, the architecture changes completely. If animals had those same stiff, heavy cell walls inside them, we would be trapped in place, unable to take a single step. Because animal cells lack rigid outer walls, they can bend, stretch, and change shape. That flexibility is the entire basis for running, swimming, and flying. To manage this constant fluid movement, animals use a completely different set of teams. We have epithelial tissues that pack closely together to form flexible sheets, creating our outer skin and smoothly lining our internal organs so things don't rub together. We also have connective tissues linking our body parts together. The texture of these connections depends on the background material they sit in. If that background material is a soft, watery liquid, you get flowing blood. If it's packed with hard minerals, you get solid bone. While plant tissues are engineered to hold an organism still and upright, animal tissues are optimized to let us move, connect, and react in real time. To actually create that real-time reaction, animals rely on our movers and talkers. Muscular tissue does the heavy physical pulling, while nervous tissue acts as the body's high-speed electrical wiring. It works through a direct chain reaction. The nervous tissue transmits a tiny electrical impulse, and when that signal sparks against the muscular tissue, the muscle instantly pulls in response. By organizing labor into these highly specific roles, biology manages an incredible assembly line, building from the microscopic level all the way up to a complete creature. It starts with a single cell dividing, grouping together by matching jobs to form a tissue. Tissues combine to build working organs, like a heart. Organs link to create body systems, finally layering together to build a complete organism. Whether looking at a towering oak tree or a human being, life solves the problem of survival through a massive division of labor. It is billions of specialized microscopic workers, perfectly coordinated. Try clenching your fist, or just taking a deep breath. Every time you move, you are commanding an invisible workforce of highly specialized teams, all doing exactly what they were built to do.